Welcome everyone to Beckon Development Weekly Stream episode 196. How you guys doing tonight? Good stuff slid in here saying he's first. Yeah. As usual, as you guys jump in here, as we are live, I'll be shouting y'all out. But yeah, yesterday we did a new kind of thing. We did something where me and Dwight could kind of chill, hang out or whatever. But it's called How's It Hanging? So through the, got everything together for that. So hopefully that'll be a little bit added stuff where we can kind of hang out and I'm not over there like, oh, I'm drawing and stuff. So the first show went pretty good to me, like even keel. I did draw though. I mean, I can't help it. I did end up drawing, so I can't get that. But I wasn't drawing Beckon stuff. But what's up, Collision Bomb? How you doing? Yeah. Hi. So yeah, we're back on Fridays with this stream. So we'll be doing that with Dwight on Thursday, and then I'll follow up on Friday doing the draw stream as usual. So welcome back. We are into this page, finishing it up. So everything's done except for the highlighting, a little bit of touch-up stuff. So I figured it'd be a cool little area to kind of let you guys see where I'm throwing accents on, because a lot of this is still bare. There's some special effect things that I still want to get in, but I want to get some highlights done on this tentacle and get some speed lines and stuff going on that before I just run up through and start highlighting all that denethite that's in the background. So yeehaw, we're getting going. This page is almost done, and we move on and we move on and we keep moving on, and it's going to be crazy. I'm getting excited because it's happening. It's all crystallizing. Oh yeah, here's the other thing. I still got the floors to do on this page as well. So tonight, not on the show, but the rest of my work night, you can see how I've got these panels in here. Well, I still got to highlight those. Get some light sprinkling. I got some special effects with Nightmare Eater back here. But down here, I've got my perspectives and my panels, but I don't have my thatching over here or even in this panel here. So I got to get those laid in, which I could do first instead of all the highlighting of the tentacle. You guys kind of see me do highlights of the tentacles all the time, or at least the denethite stuff. So I don't know. I'll run in. I'll make a decision here in a second. Probably. Oh, what's up, Creators Outlet? Hey, yeah. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, nerds and pendejos. Oh yeah, good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. So yeah, gonna be dropping in probably in this floor and start getting some of that thatching done. I've got a bunch of lines right here. I do believe they are all on the same layer, which would be convenient. And if they're not, I can still, yeah, okay. Are they not? I think I just turned one up. No, I didn't. Okay, give me a second. I gotta find them. I didn't label these guys because I was working fast. Here's the other thing I could do. But yeah, guys, how are y'all's holidays going? You got your lights up? You know, those type of things. I'm just kind of jumping right into all of this. I really want to be done with this page tonight. Okay, there's one right there. Booyah. Did I find you? Okay, yeah, I found you. Yeah. Let's see. All right, so I got that one. I found that. Okay, got that one. What about this one? That one too. That's nothing. That's a nothing burger. I gotta stop clicking that one. I just keep clicking because I think I'm missing something. Turning these things off when they're on separate layers is not. That's why I was saying it'd be convenient if they were all on the same. So I gotta start grouping the ones I find. So now those two lines. Sorry if you guys aren't seeing it. The screen might not be picking that up. I'll be getting into it for a second, just setting things up. So, okay, got most of them. I think this is the last one. And now they're all on the same layer. And from there, I should go start doing some more So, yeah. Nope, wrong color. Anyway, yeah, so hope you guys been doing good. Outside of just drawing this and getting that stuff going on that show with Dwight, not much else has been going on. I thought I was holding some type of speed, going at 8 hours instead of the 16. I thought I was keeping speed, but what happened was I ended up basically clocking it pretty exact to what I had done before, where I was getting a page done a week. It was like, yeah, because I was working 16 hours, so cut it to 8 hours, and it was like, oh yeah, well then that means half the work, and it was pretty much exactly on the mark. So it's a little bit longer, but we're getting it done. Hit that like button when you jump in, guys. It helps everything. Couple of them, hey, it's fun. Let's see, grab this one. I think it was yesterday Joe said he might jump in. Maybe it's what he meant. Oh, he's been doing all that taekwondo in the garage stuff, so I think he was testing for a black belt last time that I was talking to him. Not yet, but he's gonna be testing soon. Heck yeah. Gotta do a comic book superhero of Joe. Let's see. Trying to get this perspective right here. It's gotta be right there. Hooey. Alright. Backing out, give it a quick check, see things are moving. Okay. Go back in. Sorry, guys. I'll get my wits about me here in a second. I'm actually using that the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Cut the top of that line off at the horizon. Yeah. Get back into it. I need to be a little bit wider. And that's that floor paneling. They also serve as a subliminal kind of line of action within the compositions that I'm throwing. So you'll be seeing a lot of that when you get your copy. But you can see down here how all of those same lines are starting to kind of zero in on, the center of the piece. Over here, it's kind of guiding your eye into that reed. So you can look at it like that, where it swings off this way and then kind of comes back, and then we kind of get this, but the tentacle swings towards the reed and start fading up in the front. So still kind of holding it. Woohoo! All right, back to this, and I'll be thatching this. So up close, there's detail. Up far away, you have to simplify it. I kind of been finding neat ways of simplifying some. I had to kind of render some stuff out quite a bit on these and to kind of see how things were simplifying, and then, or how they would need to be simplified rather. And then just started seeing these textures popping out. I was like, oh, I could do that a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, and still get the thatched kind of texture underneath their feet. So try to come in and give the edges this kind of grit and grime surface. Is almost like those are the ends of the thatching situation. Ooh, that was fun. Rotation. Kind of bring it over on the other side. And for me, like I'm trying to keep it within that flat perspective, but you could always lasso tool and start to kind of nudge things into spots if you're having a little bit of trouble there. There's also this other thing I've been doing where these thatches either look like they're kind of bulging at the center or they're kind of sunk, and that really depends on how how I'm doing these edge cases. I mean, if I really wanted to spend an ungodly amount of time getting in on that and making it all exact, you could. And there's in the end, it looks like I'm being really rough and messy right now. When I start getting in closer into the perspective, things have to kind of clean up a bit more. So you get these rough lines, and then as things, start to get closer, like I just said, they clear up. So yeah, so also got a couple people talking about they got some comic books coming out. Chris Fisk went over his card game. Well, it's not a card game, it's a tabletop RPG, but I think there's a card play aspect to it that's actually really neat. His class breakdowns are pretty well. I mean, I don't think you could balance them any better than his, within his mechanics than what he did. There was a lot of thought and care put to how people like to play, what kind of styles, and then kind of that power fantasy too. It's like some people like this type. So he's done a really good job getting all that. And dude, his art skills and UI design is just insane. Looks really good. There's a reason why his packaging would look real good too. So we talked to him. I was like, I want to get you on the show soon so we could talk about it. Because there is Infinitale, and you can get that on Amazon right now. Infinitale Chronicles. But the tabletop is based on that story. I mean, it's based in the same world, I believe. So yeah, I'd let him just talk about it. So I don't get anything wrong. I've read the book. It's good. Heck yeah, it is elves and tree kingdoms and stuff. And yeah, like me and him are directly competing. I've got magic monkeys and tree kingdoms. So he's awesome guy. It's been great. There's so many different flavors, but then it's also interesting, like in Savannah College of Art and Design, the college I went to, I would start noticing, I mean, of course, everybody has pretty much the same courses or projects every 10 weeks. So you get to kind of see a varied reaction to different type of base intro projects. And there's a similarity behind some of them. Like, it's almost like that guy saw the other guy from 10 weeks ago and just kind of did a better version. I know right sometimes when some of us would be like, oh yeah, this idea, this drawing, this concept, the coffee shop that we would go to ended up having the painting in the shop. So it was like, that stuff happened all the time. They also would teach us this drill of kind of just pressing ideas, squeezing them out of your head. I remember in illustration class, we were to make 80 thumbnails of I think it was no, that's a different project. The billboard one. That's a story I might tell later. Our billboard theme park one was the start of everything that we see now in culture and everything, and I didn't see it coming back then, and I was being nice, and I had a lot of fun with it. Anyway, back to 80 thumbnails based on a word that we picked up out of a hat. That was it. So she had this hat filled with different ideas, and we were to just pick it up and then draw 80 different ideas of whatever idea she liked. That's the one we had to do for the project. Dude, that was oh, what's up, hi Wata? Good to see you, man. Hello, dropping in like a lurking now. Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome, dude. But yeah, I did. My buddy and me forgot to bring our subject matter one time for that class, and that day we were supposed to bring an object to class, and we were going to personify it. We were going to make a cartoon character out of it. So on the way to class, we walked by this pond with a bunch of like cattails and stuff. So I ended up grabbing that and doing so. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all of these college stories, but concepting textures and stuff, I think I was around in somewhere in that. Learning how to kind of punch through a hard schedule, finding these textures, all that stuff has just been kind of beat into me. So it's been a while though, so I now beat it into myself. Oh, what's up, Noah? Yeah. Clean your room or doing your work? Well, I work better in a clean space, so I would clean first while my brain conceptualizes what the work I gotta do, and then I do the work. But plus what? It's a tiny, it's a room. It's not like a house. It would take you 10 minutes. Maximize your time, child. Nah. How's your book doing, man? I was asking that last week. How is your book doing? Oh, yeah, and I'm starting to draw Sylvester Stallone on the other show. So, yeah, you'll have to drop in on it again next week. All right, floor panel 1 done. Sort of. The thatching is there. And I got this little divot from where he just kind of landed on the ground from up here. Like I said, there's these little subtleties and stuff. So I was cranking out colors for a little bit, but now I hit a wall. Just busy with college. Kind of sucks. Yeah, wait until you have to pay off the college. I was almost coloring a page a day for a week. Heck yeah. It's good pacing. Good pacing. Let's see. Throw in some perspective guides there. See how the natural arc of my wrist creates those divots. I don't want them everywhere though. So, ghost them. Back in zone. But heck yeah, good for you, college. Yeah. What are you majoring in? This would be probably your first year, so you're doing probably all those introductory courses. My experience is would have saved a lot more money if I got those intro courses at a what do they call them? The little town schools. Not the university ones. I forget. Dang. Anyway, they're like a couple $100, per like basic course, and most of them transfer over. And then you can start paying the real money for the big classes. like quantum physics. Okay, I really want to draw pages, but I can't until volume 2 is finished. So I found a way to turn a college project into a mini comic. I get to draw pages. There you go. There you go. See, that's what I did too, man. Like, that's great. You can find a way. That's what I did in school all the time. I remember English 3 in high school. We were going over Beowulf. That was my teacher's major in English, or at her college she was a Beowulf major. Creative writing, that type of stuff. But she was like, yeah, well, you draw a picture, you 4th grade. I forget what it was for. But she was like, yeah, you could just draw a picture. I was drawing it already in class. It was the Grendel and the Beowulf thing. I think this was way before the 3D animation came out. I think the only one out at that time was the one with Gerard Butler, which I liked that one. More realistic. Yeah. I might get a minor in graphic design. Hey. What'd you say you're going to major in now? What's your focus? Podiatry, right? You're going to be a foot doctor. Oh, you're majoring in digital arts? Okay. Yeah. Hit me up once you graduate. Let me know what the heck, how you're using that thing. It can open up a lot of doors. It can. Just do your best. You'll learn all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, you're going to learn probably how to start incorporating AI. What's your stance there, youngin'? Better not have me no AI prompter in my chat. I'm learning 3D modeling. Heck yeah. Are you learning it in Maya? What's the program they're teaching you? I know 3D Studio Max is still a thing. There's Maya, Blender, of course. I don't like AI. I'm jumping on. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, Maya. Yeah, it is. Maya is an industry standard, though. That's what most but that's what a lot of the stuff you've been watching has been built in. So, all right, one more over here, and then I can start doing some finer stuff, because you can see I contoured here, don't have many contours here. You can also see how that line that we put down creates that corner in the bevel of the panel. So, that happens because we rounded those out. So I'll get back to that in a second. I gotta get these in. Rotate. At least now at the end of this, I'll be able to create a Mavericks. Yeah. I want to see some of your work afterwards. It'd be awesome. I've tried jumping into it a few times. I mean, I could do it with clay. It's software for me. How do I make the software do what I do? With clay, but I know there's ZBrush, that's, you'd probably make your bulk in Maya, import it into ZBrush to do your fine, sculpt paint job, all that stuff gets exported out into, your riggers. Your rigger is setting up all the bone structures and stuff, more than likely in the pipeline at the same time you're doing the ZBrush, if that's where you're going into it. I mean, I know there's bulk, you create your base sculpt and everything kind of comes off of that. Then everybody comes together with their finished work and smashes it all together, and it all works, and it's awesome. Well orchestrated machine. Well, it's kind of mathematical in a way. Yeah, and that's an important thing. Once you start getting used to it, though, Maya is a kind of, once you start getting used to, thinking that way, you're going to ask yourself, how else would you have really done it? Probably just by eyeball. And then processes and stuff, again, like the way computers think, the ones that we got now, is the processes and the order in which you stack those processes and what memory or resources it has. The less of that, the better and quicker. So at the same time, if everything's mathematical, more than likely everything's very efficient, reusing certain parts, in certain areas where they can be used appropriately. So you'll get that with joints and stuff. The funny thing is, the class I'm in, currently learning Maya, is called drawing. Yeah, you're learning to draw in 3D. Learning to think in 3D, which is what I've always said, thinking in the round. Joe's like, oh, thinking in the round. They sound important. Asshole. But yeah, he's I think like that, and it's just kind of the way I've always seen stuff, is in 3D. That, which could kind of attest to why I try to detail stuff, is ultimately I wish I could 3D sculpt in digital, because I can make all these crazy stuff come to life in that way. But I don't know. I haven't really. It'd take me too long to do what I want to get to the level I want to be at. I've had a lot of friends do it, and their work just blows my mind. All right, get back into here. Joe's done a few, me and him were at Games Who he went on to kind of do more military, or the military is more like the customer. Some military contract work for simulators. A bunch of the guys we worked with ended up going over there. I don't know if it was the same company, though. I know they went to one place. But yeah, now a lot of them are working at like Crystal Dynamics and like Naughty Dog and stuff. So awesome environment artist. Josh is like a killer character artist. And the other thing, they all came together and made their own little indie game too, a party game. So, like, competitor party game. You get one shot in an arena with everybody, and then once you shoot, if you miss someone, then that was your only shot. Now the only thing you do is, smack them with the gun. So once you get hit, you're out of that round. So by the end, with a good match, everyone's around just trying to slap each other with the gun. Pistol whip, whatever. It was cool. I think it was called Wiffle Blasters. Yeah, you can Google that. Wiffle Blasters. Zuckerberg Studios. Yeah, that's a bunch of the guys we used to work with. Nice people. Nice people. What are you doing over here? Oh, what's up, Jeremy Burtz? Yeah. What's up, Jeremy Burtz? How you doing, dog? We're doing the final details on this page. Heck yeah. You got some cool art stuff happening over there too. I saw the posts you've been making. Sick. Keep it going. Do you use an electric eraser? No. I have before. I would. But no. I use kneaded erasers most of the time, and then the basic mechanical pencil hard eraser. There's the retractable ones too, but those are a little bit fat. I end up taking a razor blade and like carving a blade out of the of the eraser to kind of use that for hair strands and metal corners, those reflection parts, highlights in the eyeballs, stuff like that. But yeah, kneaded erasers are cool. Of course, if you ever used one, you can just shape it into whatever it is, or to whatever shape you need. But they're soft after a little bit of working, or if you're kind of like me, it kind of stays in my hand as I'm working. So eventually it gets too soft for me to really do anything with it. Giggity. We're talking about erasers. But yeah, those electric ones are pretty cool because you can get them at that high speed. If it's got that nice fresh corner on it, you get carve out a good hairline. I used to have one like 5 years ago. Somehow ruined them. How do you ruin them? Do you press too hard? You burn the motor out? Gonna ask for a kneaded eraser for Christmas. Oh, dude, they come in packs. Little square packs. You can get them. Yeah, here's a tip. Don't drop it on the floor. Keep it as clean as you can. It'll pick up everything. Everything. Yeah. Oh, you ruined one. Okay, yeah. Don't ever drop. I think my youngest dog got my last one. I found him chewing on it. I was like, oh no. I got it from him. He didn't eat any of it. He was just like, ooh, num num. So, gotta correct that. That was not good. Watch when I rotated it. That's gonna be a wrong angle. Ooh, no, it's pretty sneaking close. Just got the divot in there. Yeah. 2004, I'm gonna be a productive machine. I was too dirty with volume 2. Cleaning up pages takes forever. Yeah. A lot of the process going into it is trying to stay clean. Again, one of my major reasons I did my first comic in full digital. So I gained a bunch of experience without the fear of destroying or anything or losing time. Heck yeah. Welcome everybody. Yeah. Punch that like button like it just, hit your grandma. That'd be great. You guys are great. We're going to fight the AI together. Noah's Connor. So we should be good. I want to try out Prismacolor eraser blue pencil. Yeah, Joe likes them a lot. I've used the blue lead and mechanical pencils a lot. That's how he taught himself to do it. So that's awesome. And I love seeing his it's the same as for me in digital when I throw up a quick sketch and then I'm drawing over it, and you guys are kind of seeing me do that with every page here from the thumbnails. Is kind of taking those and then redrawing over top of them. But a very analog way of doing that is the blue pencil, particularly because if I'm not mistaken, blue pencil doesn't scan, or at least the old ones didn't. Well, on the old scanning machines or photocopiers or whatever, I do believe the blue just basically went away. That's what they told us anyway. Try to use a light box. Yeah, that's what Joe's been doing too. Yeah. Light boards are great, especially for animators. It's way so heavy-handed. Yeah. It is a little waxy. Yeah. It doesn't like to... It's stubborn. It's very stubborn. Okay, backing out. What we got? I got the floor there and the floor down here. Now I got to get the floor lines down here, and then I got to highlight everything, floor and denethite. And then this page will be done. So, woohoo! Finally. All right. Get into it. All right. Find those lines. Do the same thing I did down there, except over here, just different direction. Just different direction. I just rhymed that in my head, but I'm not going to finish it. But yeah, next book though, no, I'm gonna be going pencils and then digital coloring. So kind of like what Joe did with Star Circuit, his first one. So yeah, I am excited to get into it because again, like it's calling back to me from the past. Ever since I started getting into game development and working those jobs, it's Photoshop. So I had to take what my traditional skills are and transfer them over. But I'm really excited to kind of get down into clean piece of white paper, making sure I'm, I mean, I've been doing that on the easel stuff, but like for a comic book page, ooh, the intimidation level is up. That's that. Yeah. And then inking too. Like I used to ink the crap out of stuff. You all have seen those. Like I've used to, on top of pencils, but I would leave the pencils for shade. Like I wasn't doing comic book stuff, but I would use the graphite as like light shades, soft shades. But I would go in with that ink pen real hard on some other stuff. Let's see. I think that's it. I know I've showed you guys these things. Oh, Wix is being a punk with me on my personal website. A lot of my stuff at school is digital. Yeah. I mean, of course. And I don't know. It's expensive to do analog, nowadays. I mean, it was expensive to do it back then, too. Let's see what's going through. So, yeah, everything going digital. Like, back when I was at SCAD, it hadn't moved so drastically over into digital yet. So, let's see. What was that? Oh, yeah. It's in my sketchbook. I forgot it. Yeah. Those weren't the inkings I was talking about. That's okay. We're getting to some of them. So I was starting out on this one, and I never went back to finish it. Come on, load it up, dude. But you can see where I was using pencil to still, But then I started inking the face, and I never went back. I was like, oh, dang. There's some more. That's a pretty good example of what I mean. I just use pencil for shades and the pen for the ink or for the outlines and line work. That one's fun. I needed to go back and finish that one too. Trying to find the real stuff, like the juicy. I've got some crazy line art ones that were inked. No, this isn't a ploy to show you guys stuff, but it's working. I inked this one, but when it came out in the scan, see, again, you see where I think I did this right before I went into college, but the smudge penciling down here, but you can see I kind of got the pen outline. I'm still using like a micron 0.005 or whatever that the smallest one in there was. Gallery. 3 gallery portraits, a suit game art. Oh, okay, I took all my other game art out of here. No, I probably didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, check this character out. That was a fun project. I had these characters in there too. Basically, right when I was starting to get this style of stuff going that you guys see me do. I wasn't really learning from anything. I was just like, it makes sense that it breaks up into this. And when Joe was telling me comic books break up into line art, color, and stuff, I was like, oh, it was all just kind of firing those brain cells. So let's get back into this floor because I want it done soon. So, same thing, like I said before, we're just going to get those edge cases in. Proper perspective, which I probably shouldn't have rotated just yet. All right, we want to trying to find it. Got like that. It's very scribbly, very nasty, but clean that up. Back in. This is so messy. I'm just going to use it as a guide. So turn that down and come right over top of it with a fresh layer. Rotate and get in there. So now those ghost lines basically serve as an anchor for my hand to kind of follow. It's not tracing if you draw it first. It's a joke. I don't know. I always feel like I'm building a drawing, not really drawing a drawing. Because at this point, I don't even know if you can consider everything I'm doing drawing. Especially when it gets to the last few bits of it with the special effects and, you know, those glyphs and magic stuff. You know, I mean, I made the patterns and stuff, but I'm still saying, like, it's more like multimedia techniques more than straight drawing. Which that's the other thing about comics. Like, it's a lot of it breaks down to these very pure, like, skill sets. And so, yeah, about time I try to. Okay, starting to tilt back counterclockwise a bit more. Thanks, Collision. Thank you for popping out that link. Let's try and get these good lines in. What's the difference? I've got a little bit more control, going a little slower with these. I have a bit more intent behind them, but I can come up with this eraser and start coming through it, kind of taking out things that are too dark, that are standing out too much. Like I'm seeing the spotting happening here. I could even take that eraser down to less intensity. If I still like the line, just kind of tamp it down a little bit, get them all kind of there. And again, unless you like or have a purpose for it to be darker right there, you know, I just like to keep it uniform for the as, you know, naturally as possible. And because it's still all different textures. Like I said, as it gets closer, need to kind of start cleaning that our lines up and going a little bit slower with a little bit more intent. You can see I started to slant as soon as I rotated it. Dang. So you can counter that with other stuff, and that just creates a little divot in the floor. Okay, I'm starting to lose my angle again. That's where the eraser comes back. Start tamping down stuff. Yeah, man, that's the other thing is like when I start doing like the traditional stuff, getting the camera set up and having you guys sitting there and watch me mess up is going to be so much fun. I'm going to love it. Oh, dang, he forgot this and this page. And what if I said, oh, I'll just add it in the color? What if I just say, I'll just fix it in the color? Well, then it's not in the piece, the original piece that you sell. I heard, like, me and Joe were talking about that, but it was like, okay, what if you have originals that you can sell? Like, how much are you kind of, how much can you fix digitally that's acceptable? You know, if I had an arm that was just off by a little bit and I was like, ooh, I can perfect it in digital. If I touch it at all, is it a taboo? I'm pretty sure it is. So that's the other thing is I'd try not to. I would try to keep the pencils as clear as the originals would be, the traditionals, not fix a thing. But that puts more pressure on. But hey, it's all about getting good. Kung Fu's not about a. It's about mastering the way you move. Wow. Yeah. And yeah, Collision's throwing out that prototype again, guys. So yeah, if you haven't played it yet, and you have a PC, and you have a Steam account, soon I'm thinking we'll put a download up on the website because I know some people just don't like Steam personally. So I can do something about that in the future. I don't have any direct plans on how I would kind of keep that okay. I mean, we developed that thing, so I should be able to just put it up on our website and be fine. But I got to check all the fine stuff with Steam about that. If it's okay for it to be on another storefront, I don't know. Shouldn't be a problem though. Sounds like it keeps popping in and out. So, sorry about all this weird noise for a second. Okay. Man, that's bad. Give me a second, guys. my back, in my back, in my back, in my back. In my back. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Good. Anybody? Come on back now. Uh-oh, dog's sleeping. Are we good? Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah. Sweet. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I was trying to fix it and sabotage myself. Okay, this will go a little bit cleaner in that last one. It's closer to us. Gotta have a little bit more deliberate intention with these, but then not too much because you don't want them to, again, stand out against each other. Little dark. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Dog was sleeping, I think. Yeah. So, I usually did my edge cases first right here because I wanted to get my angles in. Now I'm going in, doing that second instead of first. All good. Yeah. High water. Yeah. We're putting some happy little thatched portions here. Yeah. Just little tips of them right where they get cut, right where they got harvested. The poor little guys got taken from their little plant mama just to be walked on by these magic monkeys. Oh, what a world, what a world. Oh, the botany. It's the worst jokes I'll do, I promise. Back out, tamp that down a bit. All that. Yeah. So, you guys cool with this being on Friday? Move this to Friday. Me and Dwight's got a new show on Thursdays, same time as what this one was at. It's called How's It Hanging? So over there, we're just kind of hanging, chilling out. We'll bring some guests in. We'll do some talks. I think I was telling Chris Fisk that we want to get him on a show. I think I said that earlier. So yeah, we'll talk about his board game. He showed me a bunch of it. And again, I said that earlier, but yeah, it looks really good. More people need to know about it. I want to see people play it. So, yeah, all right. One more. There's that tread up there. And then I've got the floor still underneath all these effects. It's just pretty blank. Kind of got in there. Let's see. If my perspectives are all pointing to about here is where I set it. Yeah. But that's not right. That's not right. I'm lying. It's not that. It's off the page. I remember now. My first one was over there. Where I ended up was way out here. So, yeah. We're good. I'm back. Yeah. Okay. So this is where tamp it down because it's a little strong. It's very close, so this is going to be fun. I've got them starting over here, and they coming at it. Throwing some rough, pretty well spaced outlines, so those will be my guides. Kind of get in a little darker out here. And again, if anything looks too off, just tamp it down a bit. Back into here. So angles are set. Time for some detail work and cleanup. Look at that nasty double line. Okay. Yeah, cleanup artist for animation, Noah, is a really fun job. Like, I like doing stuff like that. But yeah, if you haven't seen anyone do, the cleanup pipeline for animation, it's cool. You think like one guy goes in there with that and draws that panel of animation, but no, like there's another guy that like it's really rough from the animators, and then it goes to a cleanup artist, and dude, those guys are doing some crazy magic. It's good stuff. I don't know if you guys know who Aaron Blaze is, but he's a old Disney animator who's got a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of that classic traditional stuff. So if you're interested in seeing what it looks like or kind of what tools you'll be needing, he's a good old dude that does it the old way. So he worked on Brother Bear. I think that's one I didn't actually see. The last Disney movie I was even half interested in cartoon-wise was Treasure Planet. And even in that one, it's like, oh, we're starting to use CG with cartoons, with hand-drawn stuff. So even in that, you can still see a little, that hand-drawn stuff starting to be overtaken. But it was cool. It's like Treasure Island, but like in space. If you haven't seen it, it's not a bad Disney cartoon. In my opinion, it's not that bad. I think it captures a lot of that Treasure Island spirit. All right, so there we go. Got that. All right. I'm keeping those awfully clean, aren't I? Dinge it up. There we go. Get some texture in there. I'll be doing that a lot more in that highlight stage. Coming in on that on these guys with some highlights, showing like dust or scratches, textures. Little separation in the board, which wouldn't probably be a bad idea to show that somewhere. I think on this whole page, I got these giant rungs of timber and not a break in them. So, probably have to go in and do something about that. With my quick tree wood texture. Tape it down. Okay. Oh, that didn't rotate. Come on. I know I didn't rotate. I got Photoshop freezing up on me. No. Is it that time already? Dang, guys. Dude, yeah, something's happened with my Photoshop all of a sudden. My keyboard's not wanting to work. Well, that sucks. All right, well, that's the end of the stream anyway, guys. I'm gonna have to restart Photoshop. I hit a key, or I think I hit that key again. It's been every time they do an update, they put a key somewhere that if you hit it, you knock it off whack. So, anyway, guys, sorry about that. I was gonna zoom out and show you something, but I can't right now. It won't let me. I haven't figured out what that stinking key is yet. That's causing that to happen. But here we are. Thank you guys so much. I hope I'm saving it right now. I might be able to bring it back once it saves. But it is 9:01 anyway. But yeah, that's what's happening. We're doing Beckon Development weekly stream on back on Fridays. So let Mo know. You know, he said that the reason he doesn't come back because we switched it. So I'd like to see him around. Miss the jokes, you know. Oh dang. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't keep it. It didn't keep any of that. You all just saw that. Dang. That doesn't happen often. So basically everything I did in the past 20 minutes, I got to do again. All right. Love you, Photoshop. Thanks for the fucking update. All right. You guys have a good one. We love you out there. I'm going to leave you guys with the with some stuff. All right. With that trailer. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank you again for stopping by. We'll be doing this again next week. So check us in on Thursday with me and Dwight for How's It Hanging. And then we'll be following up again with Beckon Development Weekly Stream again next Friday. So yeah, I think. Yeah, because it's just the first. All right, guys, we love you. We'll see you in the chats. Yeah, we'll see you later.